I have my candles set up like kind of like they would be, you know, if they were actually in the 4/4, but they're kind of just set up to where they're not in front of my face. So you can see that. And I have this pretty freaking amazing candelabra back there that I'm just going to use for illumination because it gets pretty dark. Okay, the first thing you're going to want to do is cleanse your area. There's a few things you can do and there's a few things people do. The first thing you can do is sweep your area with a broom, like this one over here, or whatever one you have. You can go around the circle with salt and sprinkle it, along with a mixture of sage and lavender. And we want our sacred space to be clean. So that's why we do, you know, what I do is just go around with the smudge stick. In a clockwise direction. So now we've purified the area. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to cast our circle. You can do this with your ritual knife. You can do this with your hand. You can do this with your wand. It just pretty much depends on what you want to use. It's your choice. So, what you'll do is you'll start in the east with your ritual knife, and you might want to say some words. You know, you can make up something. Make sure you get yourself and your altar within your circle, and make sure you get enough behind you that you're not going to fumble out of your circle while you're doing something. And make sure you have everything before you cast your circle because you don't want to go out of the circle. So, I'll be using my ritual knife. So we'll start in the east, and you might want to say something like, I cast the circle round and round from earth to sky, from sky to ground. And then, you know, do that so you get your entire area in. So now you're in your circle. You're in your sacred space. The next thing you want to do is call your directions. Depending on how you call them, it's completely up to you. So, start in the east, depending on which tradition you practice. Guardians of the Watchtowers of the East, be with me tonight. That's just something simple you could say. Guardians of the Watchtowers of the South, be with me tonight. Guardians of the Watchtowers of the West, be with me tonight. Guardians of the Watchtowers of the North, be with me tonight. It's pretty simple. You can get really extravagant, you know, Guardians of the Watchtowers of the East, powers of air, blow your winds upon me and aid in my magical workings tonight. So you get the idea. It's pretty much your imagination is the limit. So, now we have that, and we're going to want to call our deity next. You can call more than one. You can call the god and the goddess both. You can call just the god or just the goddess. I'm not going to pick any specific goddess. Be with me tonight. It would be wonderful if you could aid in my magical workings. You know, whatever. I mean, just come up with something. I'm not very creative right now. But I'll go ahead and do a freeze frame here so you can see something that you might want to say. So, now you've called your deity. Do you want to call another deity? It's up to you. So now here we are. I'm going to pretend like this is a full moon ritual. We all know that full moons are the time when when magic is most powerful and when we can get done the most. So say I want to be closer to my sister. I don't have a sister, so I want to be closer to her though. You know, tonight will be a night to do that. There's several ways you can do it, but just simply asking would be enough. So you can talk to your goddess out loud. Or you can talk to yourself inside your head. So I'll just go ahead and do something out loud just so you can hear it. Goddess, I asked you here tonight to help aid me. I love my sister with all my heart, and I want to be closer to her. She is my blood, and we're not as close as we could be. My mom says we should get along better, and I know I can be angry sometimes. And I just really want you to aid in bringing us closer. So as you can see, it's kind of like, it's like a prayer almost. It's you're letting the universe know what you would like. And part of this is you can let the universe know, but you have to remember that it is not just going to come to you. You have to do your part. You have to go to your sister's house, and you have to, or see your sister, call your sister. You have to make that effort to become closer. So, now we've told our intent, and if we would like to meditate here for a while, you know, do some breathing exercises, we can do that too. Pretty much anything you want to do within your circle, it is yours to do. This video is basically just to show how to start your circle and kind of, you know, what a basic structure to follow, and it does not have to be exactly how I did it, except for you definitely want to be in your circle when you're doing your magic. You do not want to be outside of your circle. So, we're done here. So, the first thing I'm going to say goodbye to is the goddess, and I'm not going to say goodbye to her. I'm just going to thank her for being here. Thank you for hearing my plea. It's been amazing for you to be here with me tonight, and I'm going to go now. So thank you so much for being with me. Then, you know, she can go whenever she wants. So, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell the watchtowers goodbye in the order that I last lit them. So I'm going to start with Earth. Now you can blow out your candles when you do this. I'm not going to do that for sake of you being able to see. So, guardians of the watchtowers of the North, powers of Earth, thank you for being with me tonight. Thank you for witnessing my magic. Guardians of the watchtowers of the West, thank you for being with me tonight and observing my magic. Guardians of the watchtowers of the South, powers of fire, thank you for being with me tonight. Guardians of the watchtowers of the East, powers of air, thank you for being with me tonight. So simple, easy peasy. So now you've done your ritual and you've said goodbye to the goddess. You've thanked her. You've said goodbye to your watchtowers and thanked them. The next thing you're going to want to do is open your circle. And you're going to picture, like, when you're casting your circle, you're going to go forward. Just like a clock. You know, like the way the clock naturally goes. When you're opening your circle, you're going to do it backwards. Now, in the beginning of this video, when I was casting the circle, I put on here about what to envision when you're casting your circle. You're going to do the exact same, only you're going to do it in reverse. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up. So now you're going to open your circle, start where you left off, which I happen to start here in the, well, this really isn't literally the north, but to you it's the north. And then I'm going to open the circle in a counterclockwise direction, letting myself out, and coming back. So now we're open, we're done with our circle. I hope you enjoyed it.